Welcome to Reread, where I'm rereading through the expanded universe in chronological order, and we are on the Star Wars Adventure, Episode 1 Adventures stories. This one's written by Ryder Wenham. This is the last of his four-part story arc, and this is called Jedi Emergency. Now this time, as you see, we are dealing with Yoda. Characters or kids get to play as Yoda in this adventure. Now this is kind of unique because besides Dark Rendezvous, this is the second book that's focused on Yoda. You know, Yoda didn't get many stories attributed just to him. Now, of course, it's a children's novel, and so, but still, it's very unique that Yoda gets a story at all. I mean, you've seen maybe a comic strip of Yoda, comic strip adventure once, but and maybe he gets to be a side character in stories and comic books, but where he's the sole focus, you don't get to see it that much. So that, to me, is very interesting. Now, Yoda's talking about to Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. He's like, hey, look, we need to go and rescue this kid. This little baby is strong in the Force. We want babies that are strong in the Force. And Yoda explains why. He said, I know they may have hesitation on giving them to us, but we are hurting on Jedi. The Force is, they're not providing us enough Jedi, and so we can't afford not to give them. And what could happen if they grow up on their own? They could be, turned to the dark side, not knowing what kind of powers they had. And when you put it that way, Jedi's kidnapping or taking children away from the homes of parents doesn't sound as bad. And so I don't know if that was Ryder's intention, but he did make better sense of why the Jedi do what they do when it comes to, infants in the Republic. And I really liked that. I really thought that was really good. Some other things, of course, Yoda's doing his acrobats. He's utilizing his short size to get through places or to take advantage of Bartok assassins. They underestimate him, or he crawls through areas they didn't ever think of guarding. There is a Bartok queen. She's mad because the Bartoks have failed Grotto, and they want to, make it up to him and to kind of take out the Jedi. Of course, it doesn't work because Yoda's killing them back and forth. Now, Yoda is also remorseful. When some Bartok assassins fall to their deaths, he watches for a little while. Not that he gets enjoyment out of it. He wants to make sure they're no longer a threat. He's saddened by their death. And then continues on with his adventure. And that's fine too. I don't mind that at all. At the end, he does rescue the child. There's a scientist that has the child. It's not the parents anymore. A scientist has it. And the real reason they want to rescue this kid is the scientist wants to do all these nasty, no good experiments on the child. So they're saving it for the child's benefit. Ryder Wenham just says, hey, this is kind of weird that the Jedi steal children or, take children from parents. So let me put this in the best possible light I can. And honestly, it's a great job. It's a great job what he did here. At the end, we finally figure out how Adi Gala saved Qui-Gon's life once, and it's hilarious. No wonder Obi-Wan didn't know about it, because one time they were at this event, and he was about to eat on this planet, and he was about to eat the dessert, and Adi stopped him because she said, hey, that pie is poisonous to humans. And the aliens forgot, and they said, oh my goodness, we're so sorry, and they removed it and got him something else. But because he was almost about to take a bite before Adi Gala stopped him and thereby saved his life. Now, I found that hilarious because that would be a time, if you think about it, we're looking at, continuity-wise, Obi-Wan surely would have known about this story before. But since it was so insignificant of a story in a way, like it wasn't that epic an adventure, it was just that she stopped him from eating pie once. And he's very thankful because he would have died if he had eaten that. So she did save his life, but it wasn't through some grand heroic act or whatnot. That's pretty good. Good for Ryder. I'm sure he got a good chuckle out of that. I did as well. I was really confused reading the first 3 books going, why do they keep mentioning this? Is this supposed to be significant for the last story? Is there some guy, I was thinking maybe some bounty hunter that almost killed Qui-Gon is now back or something. I couldn't remember what the catch was of this. I was like, was it Bartok assassins that she stopped one time and now the queen is back who tried to kill Qui-Gon? But no, just stopping him from eating some pie. I love it. I love it. All right, so the next story arc is not by Ryder Wenham. It's by someone else. And I'll talk about that 4-part series in another video.